Hey, this is Peggy with Easy Peasy Machines Embroidery and Software. We are into Premier+ Ultra, and I will be using the Ultra 2 version. This is just a review from a boot camp I did last weekend, and we are going to be in the Encore module. So let's begin. So I just did a file start new, and I'm going to change my hoop. I like to use the 200 by 200 hoop. It's my favorite. And I am going to go out and get a super design or two. Remember when you're in super designs that you need to either click on your specific category or all and say I want flowers. And I hit shift and I'm gonna go out and I was just looking at something. There's a shamrock up there. Pretty cool. Anyway, going down to get me a flower. And right there is the one that I would like. And I'm going to leave it about 12 millimeters and say apply. There are some options here, but I do want satin column stitches. So there is one item that I've put on my screen, and I'm going to go with another item. And I'm going to put them together. And then I am going to go to the Home tab. And I'm going to select them all. Come on. So they are selected as two, so they will travel as a group of two. Later on, if I don't want them that way, I can just do I can click on the group, and I believe, guess not. Restrict groups is where I want to be to ungroup them. So I could move these out a little bit if I wanted to. And again, I'm going to go out to box select and select them so they travel as a group. And I'm going to go to Encore. And I'm going to click on the circle for now. And I'm going to say I want, let's try 12 for now. And that's what 12 looks like. I can take this toggle and make it into an oval. I can just click anywhere and make the circle bigger or smaller. If I don't like what's there, I just cancel and it goes back to what it was before. And I can say, well, I want 20 of those. I preview it. There's 20. These make nice little frames. But 20 is still pretty gosh darn. I think I want to do maybe 25 or 30 there. So let's go up to, let's do 25. Preview that, stretch it out a bit, and I see I have two daisies up there. So maybe if I hit cancel and I say 26, let's see what that does. So 26 allowed me to not have that double daisy. Okay. So once you've got what you like, you can And I'm going to resize it a little bit. And I'm going to remember that that is 26, and I say I'm going to apply it. Now, in the new My Sonnet software over in here, you would see every one of these, you could see every one of these designs and just click on the one that you want and you're good to go. You can move it around. If I click on this, restrict groups, now I can move this one out a little bit, and I could move this one out a little bit as I wished and turn it into something totally different. I'm going to hit my Control Z and put it back the way it was. Now, I can also do another one of those. So I can say Encore, and if I had those two designs selected, I could make another circle with those. What I'm going to do is go out and get a leaf. And I'm actually going to do a copy and a paste so that I have two leaves. I'm going to go down to get my zoom tool, and that allows me so I can twist these leaves around a little bit and put them up next to each other. And now I'm going to box select them, and I'm going to go back to regular screen. And I'm going to twist this around a little bit. This takes some finesse here. So I'm going to say Encore. I'm hoping 26 will do it, but we shall see. I could move this out. I was hoping I could slide it. And that's not going to be the case. So that's something that I don't necessarily like. Let's go in just a little bit. Well, that's kind of cool. I could leave it as that. Or, I'm wondering if I hit cancel and I put 36 there instead, what's that going to do? And I did a design once, and this would still require probably a whole lot of thought, but I did a design once where I clicked apply here, and then I did a home and on group, and then I clicked here. That's not going to work the way I wanted it to. What do we got here? I'm going to move it over for a little bit. Well, that's not working the way I wanted it to work, so let's try something else. Okay. So, we're going to get our super design. I'm going to get a smaller leaf. I'm going to do this. And I'm going to copy and paste. I'm going to zoom in. See if I can't get those leaves to play nice with each other. And I want those closer. And I might even do one of these. And move it a little closer. And I think I've got what I want. So click 1, click 2, and that selects them both. And I'm going to group those two together as one. Now I'm going to go back out to full screen. And I'm going to see, oh, they did not group. That was weird. So, we are going to group them. Box select and group. There we go. Goodness, why is that not working? Somebody once said they like watching me play in here. And that's exactly what I'm doing. And I want to group it. And restrict the groups. And now I can take it and move them up. And we're going to copy and paste. And I should be able to add the leaves wherever I want now. And twist them however I want. And they look more like rabbit ears, but oh well. Let's see, what else could we have done in Encore? So I am going to do select all. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to go get a super design. I'm going to get this red flower this time. And then I'm going to get a leaf. Add them both together. One never knows how these are going to turn out. And I'm going to go home. And I'm going to say select all. And group them. And okay. I'll try that over again. Will they travel as one? Yes, they are traveling as one. So, now I'm going to go to Encore, and I can do, let's say we want straight line, curvy line. So we're going to do, let's do 6 of these. Just to show you what it looks like. Preview. And you could do frames that way. So you could say, I need 10 of those. Preview it. If you like it, you say apply. And there you have your straight line. If you don't like it, you can do something else. There are all kinds of lines here to play with. Okay. We hit cancel. And then we have this one here, which is, it's going to put each item in a reverse. Basically looks the same, but I'm going to show you something else. So that puts them in a triangle. And a square. And there's all kinds of combinations. These are great for putting frames on designs and whatnot. Now, I have an idea. Come on. Oh, I'm going to hit cancel. And I'm going to try something. I'm going to try, let's do a font manager. And let's see if I can find something that is about 12 millimeters. Give or take 5 millimeters. And let's do checking out what's here. I'm going to choose Clarendon. And I'm going to say SPRING is coming! Exclamation point. And I'm going to say 12 millimeters and apply. And I'm thinking maybe that's going to be too big. So I'm going to go right click and go into properties. And I'm going to turn this down to about 9. Now I'm going to go back into Encore. And I'm going to choose this one and say preview. What's that do? Okay, you're not going to learn these things until you start playing. And I say turn it back this way and preview. We're going to turn it back to this one, preview. We're going to turn it to this one, I think. Let's try this. This one, and say preview, and it's not doing what I want it to do. So we're going to say cancel. I'm going to change it to there, and there is our triangle. Cancel. This is our round one. And for that, I would only want probably about 3. So that's what that would look like. You can move them in and out. Okay. So, you have all kinds of options. Get in there and play with them. Okay, so we're going to cancel that out. You could say arrange similar, and let's see what that one does. Didn't do anything, but I would imagine if there were flowers or something in there, that's what would happen. It would arrange the similar items. And I just wanted to show you one more thing. Going to get rid of that, and I'm going to go into Super Design, and I am going to pick fish and see if we got any fish here. I'm going to pick this one and hit apply. and I'm going to put them together. So I'm going to do a copy and paste. Remember that the little arrows are for doing the mirror effect. Okay, so I got these two together. I'm going to go to Encore. I'm going to go here. I'm going to be on that line. Think. We're going to do this. And I don't want 3 repeats. I only want 2 repeats. So I'm going to go down to 2. Preview. Okay, so right now it is, the fish are not facing each other. If I click out of here and just say, let's see what this one does. Preview. So now they're swimming the same way. Preview. And if I move this little button across, they will just move right across from each other. So say if I had a frame that was, 260, you could put a name in there, which is kind of cool, and you don't have to worry about keeping your fish on the same level. So that is Encore. It's pretty easy. It's a lot of fun to play with. And that is what we talked about in the Premier+ boot camp last weekend. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.